Hi, welcome to this free video series on stress management. My name is Stephanie McCannon. I'm a certified health and wellness coach and the creator of the Real Self Academy. I want to provide in this video series my top 5 stress busting behaviors that will increase the calm in your life, improve your daily satisfaction, and most importantly, improve your health. United Nations has actually declared stress a worldwide epidemic, and most doctors and researchers have concluded that stress is responsible for over 80 to 90% of all illnesses and diseases. I know this all too well. As a young mother and entrepreneur, I was in my late 20s. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder that was threatening to take my life. The doctors actually gave me 3 choices. The first choice was to have some body parts removed to maybe stop the disease state and prolong my life, and I didn't like that option. The second one was to take a large grocery bag full of medication every day for the rest of my life, and I didn't particularly care for that option either. And the third was to continue living the life that I was living and die an early death. I could not believe what the doctors were saying. I was the healthiest person that I knew. I exercised regularly, I ate well, and I was doing all the right things that I was told to do for health. So to be told that my body was attacking itself, I was dying on the inside, was shocking. That was stressful. So I started to research ways to, number one, heal my body. And what I found along the way were habits that we need to develop to alleviate the conditions that our bodies have been put through on a daily basis, just dealing with our day-to-day life. Our lives are stressful to our bodies. They really weren't meant to be under this constant fight or flight feeling where our hormones kick in and we're supposed to make a quick decision and then return to a normal baseline. That isn't what's happening in the majority of our lives. We get up, we are rushed through our morning, we get to work after sitting in traffic that may be annoying. Our boss tells us that the report that we're about to turn in has to be rewritten all by noon. By the time we get home, we have to rush through dinner, and if you're a mom like me, you're trying to work, you're trying to get your kids where they need to be, you're trying to provide a healthy meal, busy, busy, busy. And our bodies receive that busy, busy, busy as stress, 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 and it doesn't have a chance, a long enough chance to cool off. So I want to share with you the top 5 stress busting behaviors that I have that you can implement throughout your day to produce enough calm and stability and return to baseline that your body actually can recover from the stressful events of just day-to-day living. Most of us can't rewrite our whole day. We can't dictate what the weather's going to do, or when we're going to receive a phone call, or if our kids are going to miss the bus, or a report that's due. All these little events that happen that we have to deal with throughout our life. But there are things that we can put in place. There are positive practices that we can implement to help reduce the effects of stress in our bodies. And it's so important that we do these and do them consistently. Develop these little habits of helpfulness to encourage our bodies to return to that calm, centered state that it's so wanting to get to throughout our day. I obviously made it. I didn't die. I ended up actually having another child. Talk about stress. I'll tell you about that some other time. Let's just say I'm not immune to stress. I don't have a stress-free life. What I do have are tools and techniques that allow my body to return to that calm state. And again, that's what I'm going to share with you throughout this video. So no matter where you find yourself in life right now, if you're rushing through your hectic day, my heart feels for you. I definitely feel that, and I understand that. If you've already found yourself in a disease state or with an illness, well, I can definitely help you in dealing with that as well. It is no fun to go through this wonderful, beautiful life. We're meant to have fun and to enjoy our lives and for life to be satisfying. It's not supposed to be a grind and a drain and just getting through the next day and the next moment. It's supposed to feel good. Yes, we're going to have those moments, but for the majority of our day and our life, it should be fun. You should be feeling good. You should have a decent level of happiness with your day-to-day living. And that's why I'm so passionate about implementing what I call positive practices throughout your day to ensure that your day is full of happiness and fun and satisfaction and all of these wonderful things that life has for us. One of the first things that I want to leave you with and encourage you to do before you watch the next video is to start implementing my 3 questions. I ask these questions of myself and my family and whoever happens to be visiting for dinner. I ask these 3 questions because it helps us to focus on the good things that are going right in our life. Often stress is related to all the things that we're thinking about that aren't going right. Our stress is related to all the demands that we have on our lives and the lack of resources that we perceive to meet those demands. So I'm going to leave you with these 3 questions that I would like for you to actually ask them of your family as well, and then respond down below. Let me know what your answers were. So the first question is, what's the nicest thing that you did for somebody today or this week? What's the nicest thing that you did for somebody? And it can be simple. It doesn't have to be monumental. It doesn't have to be, I built a house for a neighbor, or, I donated $1 million. It could be something simple as I opened the door for a stranger that had their arms full, or I picked up a pencil for somebody at work. Small little detailed things. It doesn't have to be big. So, number 1, what's the nicest thing that you did for somebody? The second one is, what's the nicest thing that somebody did for you? Maybe somebody held the door open for you. Maybe a coworker fixed you a cup of coffee, or your boss told you what a great job you did on a project that wasn't even yours. So what's the nicest thing that somebody did for you? And the third is, what's the nicest thing that you did for yourself? So often we are so busy, particularly mothers. We're so busy doing things for other people, which is not necessarily bad or wrong. I mean, that's my role. That's what I do. And I'm a home hospital teacher, and I'm a health and wellness coach. So my whole day is about giving to other people. So we need to stop every single day and take a moment and do something nice just for you. Not because somebody wants you to do it, not because you think it's good for you necessarily, but something that you want, something that you enjoy. And it doesn't have to be big. The nicest thing that I usually do for myself is to take a bath. A bath is very relaxing for me. It's a nice cooling off period for me. It's one of the few times in my day that I am completely alone and can really take a few moments and just fully relax. So the 3 questions: nicest thing that somebody did for you, the nicest thing that you did for somebody, and the nicest thing that you did for yourself. I want you to go ahead and just respond to those 3 questions below. And this is going to be the longest video in our series. I promise. I'm going to keep them short and sweet because I value your time. So I'll see you tomorrow or with the next video with our first stress busting behavior. And thank you for joining me. You are doing something so wonderful for yourself, trying to figure out ways to implement and produce more calm in your life. So here's to a calm today and a calm tomorrow.